Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Pivot Experience, where we focus on progress over perfection. My name is Alex Seal, and I'll be you guys' host and guide for the day. And today's topic is going to be 3 must-haves any valuable team member needs to help you achieve your results in your business or your organization. I've had the pleasure of being a leader for over 15 years now, and I've had a chance to observe and watch team members as they develop and grow in our business. And there's some distinctive traits and qualities that all effective team members share, and those qualities, in my opinion, are initiative, coachability, and connectivity. Again, those 3, in my opinion, are initiative, coachability, and connectivity. And so just jumping right into that first quality of initiative, and the way I define initiative is a person that pursues opportunities, and that's a self-starter. A person who exhibits initiative is someone who pursues opportunities in the organization, meaning they identify problems and understand the solutions to remedy those issues, and then they involve other people in their knowledge sharing of the issue and how to fix it. And so for me, when I'm looking at a lot of times we're leading a team of 25 to 40 people at a given time, and so it's imperative that we have people on our team who understand what it takes to solve a problem without having to be micromanaged or managed in certain situations. Now, granted, there will be times where you have to step in and make sure that your team is equipped, and you might have to step in and answer certain questions that may be beyond their normal scope of what they're used to dealing with. However, 90% of the issues that exist within your organization, your team members should be able to handle those, or at least have a idea of where the resource is for them to be able to get those things done. The other leg of the trait of initiative is them being a self-starter. Someone who gets there early and leaves late, and then understands that their engagement means something to the team. And so, there's some people who that are in our business or on our team, they'll get there 30 minutes early, sit down, eat, survey the landscape of what's going on, and then, jump in where they see fit. They'll jump in if they see there's a need to help the team, or we might be getting busy within the organization. They're there and available to be able to help right the ship, or help contribute value to what's going on, and to help us progress. So I think that initiative component is a huge quality. Just having somebody who you don't have to manage 100% of the time. You don't have to follow their every move, because you can trust that they're gonna step up and do what they need to do, given the situation. Like given when bottlenecks is what we call pinch points in our business. When bottlenecks present themselves, is you have a team that is comprised of individuals that can step up and do to answer the call. Basically, they can step up and figure out what needs to happen without having to be told by a superior or another leader. So that's definitely tops on my list. The next item is coachability. Man, the ability to be able to take feedback and receive feedback is huge to the success of any organization, and really just a functioning team. As a leader, you're a coach. Effectively, your job is to offer feedback. Your job is to ensure that the people on your team are informed of what they should be doing, and then you should be constantly recalibrating along the way. And so, with that being said, while you're recalibrating, in your efforts to recalibrate the team, you need people on staff that are willing to hear what you say. Well, number one, they have to trust you, right? And that's a whole other conversation. That's probably a whole other show within itself. But they have to trust that you know what you're talking about, and then beyond them trusting you, they have to have the ability to be able to take what your words and not involve emotion in the context of them their feelings getting hurt. And this is where their ability to be coached really shines, is that you can offer that feedback, that valuable feedback to a team member and or a person in your organization, and they can immediately take that feedback and then make changes to what they do, and make changes to make changes that reflect the feedback that was given to them. So that ability for a team member to be coachable, and again, and I'm gonna pause and say this because I didn't say this on the front end. These may be qualities that may be existing in your organization currently that are alive and well. All your focus may be sustaining them. These may be some qualities that your team can use some brushing up on. They can use some help in driving them. So if you know what these qualities are, then you can look for ways to be able to pull these traits out of them. And I might do a separate show just on methods to be able to coach these behaviors, or coach these, or build these items. But again, if you're in your organization, you're looking like, man, I don't have anyone who has initiative, or the coachability of my team is not that great. That's okay. The number one thing is to take a reality check of where you are within your organization, and then try to make adjustments that will reflect the direction that you would like to go in. So don't feel discouraged by that. The third and last piece is going to be the connectivity, and I think this is the mesh. This is really the glue that holds a team together. And when I say connectivity, it's more so in the context of relationships. What does your relationships look like that on your team? How well do people get along on your team? Talent and skill is incredibly important, but I think we've seen several examples of this on sports teams or just different businesses. Yeah, you can have all the talent and skill in the world, but if there's no relationship amongst the people who are tasked to work together, that talent and skill will only go so far until you start to uncover other issues that exist between the people that you have working with you. And it doesn't matter at that point how skilled or talented you are, your business will start to suffer because people aren't getting along. So the team members who have the ability to create connections, married with the coachability, married with the initiative, I think it's a recipe for a successful team. Having someone who prioritizes relationships over the work that needs to get done. Let's be clear there. But they make it a priority to maintain positive relationships, and they make it a priority to connect with other people. And I think that's a huge trait. And I think it's really one of those intangibles, one of those ones you can't measure its effectiveness, but it's there. Depending on your line of work, depending on what you do on a day-to-day basis, when you walk into the building, if you have those connectors working at that time, you can tell the difference in the atmosphere. You can tell the difference in what is transpiring on staff, so or on shift. So I think that's that being connected is very, very important. And so I have a bonus quality, and that's not really a bonus quality. I think it's something that's really important, and something that we really should take into mass consideration, and that is competency. So now we're up to 4. We have initiative, coachability, connectivity, and now we have competence. And this is your team members who are mid to high level performers in a position, and they really know the job. I think competency isn't related to initiative. And taking the initiative would connotate that what to do, and then you have the unction to go do it. But there could be people who are on your team that have initiative, but they don't know what they're doing. Now they're eager, which is awesome, and that's definitely something that you can work with. But it's nothing like having somebody to the left or to the right of you that exudes competency, and they definitely understand what it takes to get certain things done, and they're willing to ensure that hey, I I'm going to do this job and I'm going to do it right. I'm going to make sure. And then so those team members that have that high level of competence is very important to the team. Now, some of the issue is that typically those individuals who have that high level of competence, they may lack. I'm not saying they always do, but they may lack in the area of connectivity, because they have such high level of confidence in the fact that they're competent in their job, that creates a indirect wall or gap between them and those who aren't as competent, or those who aren't as confident in what they do. And so that kind of sometimes creates an indirect rub, and that's where the leader kind of has to come into play in making sure that we're managing those relationships, and managing, ensuring that those individuals can coexist together in a way that satisfies what the business needs, and going forward, man. And so, in closing, this has been an incredible episode. I'm a little behind, transparently, in getting content out. I'm not listening to my own words. We're always talking about, here at the Pivot Experience, one of our core drivers is to chase progress over perfection. And I get caught up in wanting to try to deliver the perfect message, and I have to realize that, my messaging isn't always going to be perfect, and I just want to get the content out, and I just want to get the data out, and I just want to get the information out. And so that's what I'm attempting to do now, and just get this information to you guys, because I think it's valuable. I think anybody who's out there who is a leader, who is in a position to be a supervisor or anything like that, and they are dealing with people, these qualities of initiative, coachability, competence, and connectivity definitely can pay huge dividends in what it is that you're able to accomplish with your teams, and what it is you're able to accomplish within your business. And so I hope something was said today, man. Maybe if you have any other qualities that I may have missed, feel free to comment wherever you're consuming this content at, whether that's on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, man. But thank you guys for listening. I always want to shout out my family for giving me the opportunity to create this platform, to be able to share the things that I'm passionate about, and share the things that I want to talk about. And as always, love who you are, love what you do, and let's work towards being the best version of ourselves, and let's try to create the lanes that we want to create, and create the spaces that we want to create. And in doing so, we got to understand that we have to be the best leaders that we can in order to be the most effective. So thank you guys, and God bless.